What secret was revealed when cleaning out the home of a deceased family member?
Found Grandma's autobiography. Her first child, which we knew was an oopsies and led to her getting married, was a product of rape. She married her rapist and had more kids with him.
A diary with only a few entries from my uncle who lived alone. One of the entries was about how sad he was to have never met anyone or had children and how lonely he was. Broke my heart.
Not a family member, but a client. I help senior citizens downsize and sometimes they are hoarders. When cleaning out a client's hoarder home we were first searching for cash, family photos and jewelry. This was a very affluent family and a lovely from the outside home. We discovered she and her late husband had a secret hobby. We found a ton of homemade porn from the 1950s and 1960s. Our client, now in her 90s, was the star of most photos. We're talking really graphic stuff with multiple men and women. She was gorgeous and very photogenic. Needless to say, we did not put those pics in the pile of keepers to give to her children and grandchildren.
Grandpa did drawings of the faces of the people he killed in World War II. Nobody knows why, but my grandma said he had a lot of guilt over the things he saw, so my guess is he didn't want to forget them or didn't feel like he should be allowed to forget them.
They found out my grandmother lied about her age to her second husband. Keep in mind this was the 1940s. Her age on her marriage license was 6 years younger than she actually was.
Birth certificate for a half-brother I didn't know anything about. ETA, his name is Daniel. I tear up occasionally when I hear Elton John sing Daniel. He is 14 years older than me. He was adopted by his stepfather when he was 3. My dad only saw him a couple of times. He was married to his mom but they divorced after a few months and she took Daniel and moved across the country. He knows he has half-sibs but doesn't want to meet us or have a relationship. The weirdest thing about it, he is a carbon copy of my dad. Bonus surprises, I never knew my dad was married before my mom. I also found out that my mom was married before my dad too. No kids, apparently her first hubs used my mom as his beard. He married her and 3 days later moved to Hollywood with his best friend to become a star. They got divorced on their 1-year wedding anniversary.
Grandmother climbed Mount Rainier, in WE, in a woolen skirt. Summit and all.
That my father committed suicide and did not die of a heart attack. That he was a cop under investigation for theft and took the quick way out.
My nan had about a platoon's worth of American servicemen's photos tucked away.
My mom learned her dad has another family. We met them a few years ago.
My 97-year-old uncle had a very decent pot stash and pipe collection.